In the previous video, we simulated our project in PLC Sim and confirmed that our traffic light program was working exactly as intended. Now that the PLC side of the project is complete, it's time to start building the operator interface. In this video, we'll begin creating our SCADA application using WinCC Explorer. By the end of this lesson, we'll have a professional-looking main screen that will act as the foundation for the rest of our project. Our completed SCADA application will consist of 4 main pages: the home page, where we'll monitor and control the traffic lights; the details page, where we'll learn how to create and use faceplates to build reusable interface components; the admin page, where we'll implement user login, user administration, and access control; and finally, the trends page, where we'll display real-time graphs showing how our timer values change during operation. Today, we'll focus on creating the main screen together with the navigation bar that allows us to move between all of these pages. So let's get started. When you open WinCC Explorer, your screen may look slightly different depending on the version you're using. The first step is to create a new project. Click the New Project button or go to File and select New. Choose Single User Project, then click OK. Give your project a name. I'll call mine 4-Way Traffic Lights. Next, choose where you'd like to save the project. Then click Create. Your new WinCC project is now ready. On both sides of the window, you'll notice the project tree and several project components. If you're new to WinCC Explorer, don't worry. We'll introduce these components gradually as we use them throughout the series. To create our SCADA screens, open Graphics Designer by double-clicking it. Graphics Designer is where we'll build every page of our operator interface and connect graphical objects to our PLC tags. A new screen called New PDL0 will open automatically. Let's rename it to Main Screen. Right-click the Screen tab, choose Save As, and enter the new name. Before we begin designing the screen, let's first confirm its dimensions. Right-click anywhere on the screen and open Properties. Under the Geometry section, you'll find the screen width and height. I'm designing this project on a 2K monitor, so I'll keep the default dimensions. If you're building your SCADA for a different monitor or HMI panel, adjust these dimensions to match your target display. Designing your screens at the correct resolution helps prevent stretching or scaling issues later on. Now let's build the navigation bar. The navigation bar gives the operator a simple way to switch between different pages of the SCADA application. We'll start by adding our buttons. From the Standard Objects library on the right-hand side, drag a button onto the screen. Rename the first button Home. Resize it to your preferred size, then adjust the font and text size until you're happy with its appearance. Once the first button looks the way you want, simply copy and paste it to create the remaining buttons. Rename them to Details, Admin, Trends, and Close Runtime. Arrange them across the top of the screen. To make everything look neat, select all the buttons and use the Align and Distribute tools to space them evenly. The Close Runtime button should stand out because it's an important system control. We'll change its background color to red. If your color doesn't change, that's because Global Color Scheme is enabled. Right-click the button and open Properties. Navigate to Effects, then change Global Color Scheme to No. Now you can freely choose your own colors. Set the background to red and change the text color to white. You can also experiment with different shades to match the overall appearance of your project. At this point, we've already built the navigation bar for our SCADA application, and you can start to see the overall layout taking shape. If you're enjoying the series so far, consider subscribing to the channel. Over the next few videos, we'll turn this empty screen into a fully functional SCADA application with operator controls, trends, user login, faceplates, and much more. Now let's create the main area where all of those pages will be displayed. The largest area of our screen will be occupied by a picture window. This is one of the most useful objects in WinCC. A picture window allows one screen to be displayed inside another screen. You can think of it as a picture frame. The frame itself never changes, but the picture inside it can. In our project, the navigation bar will always remain visible, while the picture window will display whichever page the operator selects, such as the Home page, Details page, Admin page, or Trends page. This allows us to build one consistent layout while changing only the working area of the screen. To add it, open the Smart Objects library and drag a picture window onto the screen. Resize it until it occupies most of the available workspace. Rather than copying my dimensions exactly, size it according to the resolution of the device you'll be using. The next component we'll add is the Login button. From the Standard Objects library, drag a button onto the screen and position it in the lower right corner. Rename it Login. Then resize it and adjust the font to match the rest of your interface. If you'd like to customize its appearance, you'll first need to disable the global color scheme. To do that, right-click the button and open Properties. Under the Effects tab, change Global Color Scheme to No. You can now choose any background and text colors you prefer. At this stage, the button is only part of the interface. We are not adding any functionality yet. We'll make it work later when we implement user login and user administration. Next, let's add a display showing the current user. From the Standard Objects library, drag a static text object onto the screen and place it beside the Login button. Resize it to the size you want. Then right-click it and open Properties. Under the Font section, set both the horizontal alignment and vertical alignment to center. This keeps the text perfectly centered inside the object, even if you resize it later. Adjust the font style and size to match the rest of your project. For now, I'll type Admin as the text. Remember, this is only a placeholder to help us design the interface. Later in the series, we'll replace it with a dynamic tag so it automatically displays the name of the user who is currently logged in. Now let's create the current page indicator. First, add another static text object and change its caption to Current Page. Resize it, adjust the font, to give it a cleaner appearance, open the Colors section and set the transparency of both the border color and the background color to 100%. This removes the border and background, leaving only the text visible. Next, duplicate the current user text object we created earlier. This saves time because it already has the correct formatting. Move the copy next to the current page label and change its text to home.pdl. Once again, home.pdl is only a placeholder. Later in the series, we'll make this field update automatically so it always displays the page that is currently being viewed inside the picture window. With that, our main screen layout is complete. In the next video, we'll begin creating the individual pages, starting with the home page that will be displayed inside our picture window.